body what to me say. By a day in other person, it didn't shishimo. In your banner, fellow can never dismantle the flag of success. My brack or many made in Kunim down. Winners never quit, quitters never win. My brack or many, if you don't come and cancer, Papa, my bravo, you. Sam, it's your seat, and it does all home on you. Make a sense, yeah, me young couple.
This is FireOne Radio. Thanks for listening.
Yes, indeed, he's doing the same today. Thank you for still staying with us with all the troubles we've had today. We really appreciate you and we love you. Hello there, Caroline. I see you on there watching. You're our #1 fan, and I really appreciate you. Please, if you've just joined now, try to share our stream for others to benefit. Also, invite friends and family. Set a party watch so everybody can join in. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to our page. Follow us and like us. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We'll be bringing Mr. Brobe in a little while.
You are doing the same today. Oh God, my promoter.
Hi, welcome back. We really are happy you're still with us today. Happy Friday again to each and every one of you out there. Please do like our page and subscribe to our YouTube and follow us on Facebook. If you're listening on the radio, thank you so much for tuning in. If you want to join to listen on the radio anytime, we broadcast live music all the time. You can join us on Simple Radio, MyTuner, Streamer, Shoutcast, or you can visit our website at fireoneonline.com. We really appreciate you. Without wasting much time, do you really want to hear what went on in Ghana this week? I really want to hear that. So let's bring Mr. Elton Brobe, our correspondent out in Ghana. He's with Multimedia. He reports exclusively from Jubilee House with the presidency and every report about there and other reports too. He will bring it to us right now. Just a second. Hello there, Mr. Brobe.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm doing well, and how about you?
Very well, thank you. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Okay. What do you have for us? What went on in Ghana? How was your week, and how did everything go?
Well, it's Friday, so a lot more still happening, but it's been an eventful week. The voter registration exercise is still underway. I think as at the last count this afternoon, there was a news conference by the Electoral Commission chairperson and her deputies, and as at the last count, which was done on Wednesday, they had registered 7.3 million people.
Wow.
And they are still registering. The target is 15 million people by the end of the exercise, which is on the 30th of this month. And then they can now start the process of exhibiting the voters register for corrections to be made, and then the final products for the December election. So as at the last count on Wednesday, the EC says that they've registered some 7.3 million people. They will be taking a break this weekend, but the districts will continue to register people. They will take a break from the mass registration, and then this weekend, that's tomorrow, and then Sunday, they will still go to some of the secondary schools they couldn't capture in the opening period. And they also go to the prisons to register those who are eligible to vote in the December election. So this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday, they are dedicating it to registering people in the prisons who are serving time, and then also complete the senior high school registration. So that's been it. But as usual, there's been scrutiny of every step taken by the Electoral Commission, especially by the opposition political parties, whilst the government in power seems to be okay with the process so far. The NDC have on countless occasions raised issues about the conduct of the Electoral Commission. This week, for example, they had cause to complain about some bloated figures that came from two constituencies in Ashanti region, Offenso North and Efijasitre East. Now, the Electoral Commission at today's news conference has admitted that there were errors, but the explanation they provided to the media was that instead of a daily report, the electoral officer decided to accumulate it. So that's how come they reported figures more than they registered at their various electoral areas. So that matter has been put aside. Also today, we heard that 2 people have been arrested in the Savannah region. They were seen with their electoral materials registering people in their private homes. So the police, upon a tip-off, went to where the registration was taking place, and then they arrested them. As we speak, they are in police custody, and I'm hoping that in the days to follow, we'll get to hear more about them. And already the NDC is claiming that these are MPP supporters. The MPP says that they don't know them. So we're waiting to hear what the police will say, whether or not they will take them to court and prosecute them. The other issue had to do with the NDC parliamentary candidate for Cape Coast North, whose voter's ID card, which was given to him after he went through the process, was taken by the Electoral Commission. The reason being that somebody challenged some information provided to the electoral officers. According to the EC, they set up a committee to investigate the allegation. They came up with conclusion that the parliamentary candidate provided false information when he was asked questions about his residence and all that. So, per the electoral regulations, if you provide false information to an electoral officer, first your card will be taken from you. You will have to pay a fine. If you don't, you go in for 2 years, and then you'll be barred from participating in any election for the next 5 years. The parliamentary candidates has appealed against the decision. We're waiting to hear what the EC will say. But perhaps the biggest news so far was yesterday when the police CID, acting upon instruction from the special prosecutor, alerted international police, that's Interpol, to issue a red alert on Samuel Mahama, who is a brother of former President John Mahama. Now, the background to this is that somewhere early this year, a UK court probed activities of Airbus, which is quite big in Europe, and found that Airbus, in their business dealings, paid bribes to some country to secure various contracts, and Ghana was mentioned. And Ghana's relationship with Airbus dates back to the John Mahama administration, where the government decided to purchase some aeroplanes for the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, what has become known as the Airbus bribery scandal is a revelation that Airbus paid bribes totaling over $3 million to this Samuel Mahama, who is a brother to former President John Mahama. And he is supposed to be the intermediary between Airbus and those who actually took the bribes. So he took the bribes and then gave it to someone the court describes as government official one. The identity of government official one has not been made known, and as of now, we don't know who government official one. But then the court makes clear that government official one is an elected official. So either the person is or was a former member of parliament, or may have been a former president or a former vice president. So the matter was referred to the special prosecutor in Ghana to probe further. The special prosecutor established a case against the persons involved and wrote to Interpol to assist in getting these people to come to Ghana and then to face trial. Unfortunately, that summons could not materialize because the persons involved decided not to honor the invitation to come to Ghana and assist with ongoing investigations. So the special prosecutor wrote back to the CID, that was Criminal Investigation Department, and CID alerted their counterpart, that's Interpol, and Interpol then issued a red alert saying that, describing this person, Samuel Mahama, as a fugitive who must be arrested and then to come back home and face trial. The NDC says that this is a diversionary tactics by the MPP to take the attention of Ghanaians from the government's failings, and that government is seeking to, pour debt on former President John Mahama, who is, contesting President Akufo-Addo in the December 2020 election. So it remains to be seen whether Samuel Mahama will come to Ghana to assist in ongoing investigation. For now, he's been declared a fugitive, or whether the government of Ghana will formally apply to the United Kingdom to extradite Mr. Mahama to come back to Ghana and then face trial. These are issues that hopefully in the days to follow we'll get clarity on it. And then finally, hopefully before I bring to a close happenings in Ghana, is the fact that we're all waiting to hear the outcome of President Akufo-Addo's 14-day isolation, where he ends tomorrow, and whether or not he is fit and COVID-free to go through. For now, we know that he's done the test twice. All came out negative. This week, for example, he held his cabinet meeting virtually, and everything seems to be going on well for the president. Health-wise, we're waiting to hear what his doctors would say after the 14-day self-isolation that he undertook, which ends actually tomorrow.
That sounds like great news right there. That the president of Ghana is has tested negative twice. That is really good. Um,
Mm.
so with the Interpol issues, how long did that go on? Is it like did it just happen currently, or it happened like a year ago, 2 years ago? Do you have any?
No, so what came out was somewhere around February when a UK court ruled that Airbus paid bribes to some countries in their business dealings and actually fined Airbus 3 billion pounds sterling, and then barred them from undertaking some businesses in Europe. So in the court document, it came to light that amongst the charges against Airbus was the fact that in selling some aeroplanes to the Ghana Armed Forces, they paid bribes to some government officials in Ghana, and the name that came up as the person who may have facilitated the payment of these bribes, came up as Samuel Foster, who's also known as Samuel Mahama, and it has been established that he is a brother of former President John Mahama, and indeed the passport he is holding, former President John Mahama guaranteed for the Ghana passport to issue him that passport. So President Akufo-Addo, acting on this ruling by the UK court, directed the special prosecutor to probe further into this matter and to establish whether wrongdoing took place and who misconducted themselves and whether or not they can face criminal charges in Ghana. So the SP also wrote to the UK government and to the UK court to assist in further information on how to proceed on this matter. We are told that after which the special prosecutor invited this Samuel Mahama to come to Ghana because we know that he's a citizen of the United Kingdom and is based in the United Kingdom. So he asked him to come to Ghana to face trial. This sermons he ignored, and then which left the SP with no option than to now write to the Criminal Investigation Department of Ghana. And they also wrote to the Interpol, and the Interpol, we are told, issued a red alert on Alfred Mahama, declaring him a fugitive. What is unclear is whether government will take the next step to get the UK to extradite Mr. Mahama to come to Ghana and face trial, knowing the fact that Mr. Mahama is a citizen of the United Kingdom. But the whole thing is that somewhere during President Mahama's administration, the Ghana Armed Forces needed some aeroplanes, especially some Airbus, for their activities. And we are told that Airbus, in supplying these aircraft, may have paid bribes to some government official to secure the contracts. And that was the bone of contention in the UK court. And it spread to other countries.
Wow. Well, I sure hope the outcome will be good for both parties because it's really hard to comprehend what is going on. But please do follow through and let us know what happens with this pending issue.
Sure.
Okay. Do you have any final comments for us before we let you go?
Well, for now, we are all monitoring the registration process. We are also keeping an eye on COVID-19, which is also a major issue. This week, for example, we're told that some 55 students of the Accra Girls Senior High School tested positive. 62 senior high students in the Greater Accra region have tested positive of COVID-19. Now, out of the 55 that tested positive at Accra Girls, late yesterday, we were told that about 20 recovered and rejoined the general population at the school. Now, some parents are of the view, and not only some parents, some teacher unions, NAT, NAGRAT, TEU, they've all called on government to close down the schools and they allow the children to go back home. Now, some medical experts are of the view that so long as we have discovered positive cases in some of these schools, it will be better to keep them there, treat them, rather than allow them to join the general population, which you may not know who may have it and who may not have it, and then the spread may be bigger than what we have. government insists it will not close down the schools. It will only close down the schools when the infection rate reach a certain threshold they are working with. Government has also made it clear that they will ensure that the students write the WASI exams, which will take place late August to early September. So it looks like government will go through with this despite the resistance from parents and some teacher unions. So, that's basically it. COVID is everywhere. And on Thursday, next week Thursday, the finance minister will be in parliament to present a supplementary budget. We're looking at how much money they are giving out as packages to business struggling to keep up in this COVID era. They've already given some loans, 1 year moratorium with very lesser interest on these monies. We are told that government will be giving them more in the supplementary budget, which will be presented to Parliament on Thursday. We are also keeping an eye on this to get the details of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Broby. We wishing you all the best for the coming week, and we'll hope you bring us more coming Friday.
Thank you very much. We can have a nice weekend.
You too. Thank you. So that was Mr. Broby, a multimedia correspondent from Ghana, bringing us news update, what went on. We'll have him back hopefully coming Friday. Please stay tuned.
This is FireOne Radio. Thanks for listening.
Lion of Judah, my trust is in you. Ancient of days, my trust is in you. I am that I am, God. My trust is in you. Leader of the valley, my trust is in you. Hey, I put them on you. Oh yeah, my trust is in you. I put them all in you, Jesus. I put them all in you. Hey, my trust is in you. See my baby, I put them all in you. Hey, my trust is in you. I put them all.
You are live on FireOne. Thank you for staying with us and staying tuned. My lines are open. You can call and react to the news update. You can call and comment or share ideas. And if any one of your friends, relative is celebrating a birthday, you're more than welcome to call and wish them a happy birthday and request a song for them. The studio number, if you're in the United States, you can call us 303-800-6277, 303-800-6277. And if you're outside the United States and you want to call on WhatsApp, that number is 720-238-1489, 720-238-1489.
I put them all in you. My trust is in you. His thing can do. My trust is in you. Oh, yiggy, baba, you. My trust is in you. Sariki dunia. My trust is in you. Hey, yeah. Esibalabamoti, my miracle walking God. My trust is in you. King of glory, my trust is in you. Oh, Bada, my Father, my trust is in you. Hey, I put them on you. My trust is in you. I put them all in you, Jesus. My trust is in you. Hey, I put them all in you. My trust is in you. Isumi amamete alebo siya. Hey, my trust is in you. Trust is in you. Hey, I put them on you. My trust is in you. Hey, I am a Suni, I'm a man. I put them on you. Hey, my trust is in you. I put them all in you. I put them all in you. So, Mama, hey, my trust is in you, God, in you, mighty one. I put them all. I am the tribe of Judah. My trust is in you. Yes, would yes, me sure that the dummy, a day I want a die with you, a diamond sassy. Yes, me sure that the dummy, a day I want a die with you, a diamond sassy. Would I want in your home? But we are seeing you. Bewu Jimmy Kwan, de pepa me boni mina. Wanje mi boni o, wanje me mumu yoyi. Yesu donati, ubewu Jimmy Kwan. Au Yesu we, into mi into awuka. Edimi demi hunina, ma we rade. Ujai wahini yewo. Baby, I see you. Bewu Jimmy Kwan, Papa me boni nina. Wanje mi boni o, wanje me mumu yoyi. Yesu budonti, Bewu Jimmy Kwan. Oh Yesu we.
Hello,
Pacho me free Ghana.
yeah. Baba, yo,
well,
what did you say?
Me pesa. Your friend Gladys Ose. Pesa me bo abai na baso pa wo. Kwanye ofa so school for no. Na any update ade bia omo Emma. Emma Director General of Education cry ne oba TV so a obe chere me aye koso nyina nti e bo ma baso se o mama yehu de e koso na afei to ye entokwa esi ewo aye di ntwere ni mu no na ha adwen pa ese obia ente na ho ase especially one more at parliament 6 years 6 times 24 years in Adena Omo pese obi no omo ebepre no. Omo ena ede entokwa akọfa nkrofo ne ade a ema ntokwa esisi ama enipa bi kura wu ma asefem sebra ti sraba ne fe onhwe na bibia nkoso onfamra ento babia ewo se eda
I me okay didn't try the uncle say yeah easy process na
ka obia yati betwere wudi enye ntokwa obi oha minim de ese parliament ho obi o tra ho pese obi bebabi eti obi be challenge na akofa yi metro sem na akofa enkrofo a womo ebe prepra womo yonkonom ato hwe ba bia
yeah me nti ase e post office nti da ka wedi kakra e was so kwatina ni so
ebi no ye greedy obi oha wa tra so be nti obeku nipa kra na se wasen atra so bi mu a onfa ho se obeku nipa nti abane hwe na ba bi emrade bia no onfa nto na obi enya na so bi medama
aban no ti
emrade nkamo ho
yeah that's it yo and we call Magana by no me just say near your collar ne kan yo eka na ban ni ti na obe ye ama asumdwe aba o mining
into me jawaga into me de mi wuna my way ready it's budo ya yes budo ya yes budo ya me hold on my Jesus I when you more oh yeah more me in Canada.
Hello there, Mr. Dave. Thanks for tuning in and staying with us. I see you're watching FireOne. Continue to watch us. We'll bring you more of this and dive in coming weeks. So hopefully everybody will join us.
Me hold on my Jesus I when you more me in Canada and to come we and yeah.
Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hi. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
In Pacho, Mekachi Kakra. Yes,
no problem.
It's here. I'm free Denver, Colorado.
Oh, Pacho, what to say?
Namiado.
Okay.
Mediana, me pesa me bo abasu ojumedia odi ho.
Yo, me that's it.
Enti na me free na mabo abasu. Say ebi ni kromo ha say. Enti no ye bo abasu ojumedia mo di amaye hu ne ekososo ro ye krom Ghana so.
Yo, me that's be.
Yeah, the must be brave.
Yo, me you so be promote ama busia for now for everybody now almost so to me I join in. No matter your koso ye mind Ghana mo.
Yo.
Yeah, bye-bye.
That must be. Bye.
Hey, Brian Jane. I soon give a woody. Denina. And the gun we enter. Brian Jane. I soon give a woody. Denina. Yes,
This is FireOne Radio. Thanks for listening.
Yeah.
playing you the greatest hits of all time. Do you want gospel music all the time? FireOne Radio is where to get it.
I've seen the God of wonders doing mighty things, healing the oppressed, setting captives.
Yes, here's the great I am. If you still want to call, there is still time to call. We still have about 5 minutes more to wrap up of here. So if you want to call, please do. The number is 303-800-6277, 303-800-6277. And on WhatsApp, it's 720-238-1489. 720-328-1489.
Is free. He's the lily of the valley, the bright and morning star, the ruler of all nations, the great and mighty one. Heaven and earth adore him, angels bow before him. He's the mighty breasted one, the great I am. He is the great I am. Nobody like him. He is the great I am. He's holy and mighty, Lord. He's the great I am. The great I am. He is the great I am. He is the great I am. You are 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 the great I am. Nobody like you, Lord. You are the great I am. You are the great I am. You are the great I am. King of all nations. You are the great I am. Greater than the greatest. Hallelujah, hallelujah, Lord, Lord. Hallelujah, Lord, we adore you. The heavens declare your great and mighty power. The heavens declare your great and mighty power. You're greater than the greatest. You're mightier than the mightiest. You're stronger than the strongest. Better than the best. You're better than the best. You're better than the best. You're better than the greatest. You're better than the best. Yeah, you are the great. You are the great. You are the great. Yeah, you are bigger than the greatest. You're the soon coming King. You're the great I am. You are the great I am. Nobody like you. You are the great I am. Indeed, you're the great I am. You are the great I am. You're the great I am. You are the great I am. Name above all names. You are the great I am. You are the armor praise, Lord. You are the great I am. Great I am. Great I am. You are the great I am. Oh, Lord. You are the great.
Hello there, Mr. Jones Ajay Kumi. I hope you're having a wonderful evening, Ghana. God bless you for tuning in.
All creation bow and worship to give you all the praise and glory to you.
Hello.
Hello?
from Ghana.
Good evening. How are you?
Pastor, I'm doing good, and you?
Very well, thank you. What's your name?
I'm Henry from Ghana.
Oh, okay. Please go on.
Well, I'm calling to congratulate you on your program.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
You are doing a great job for the mother Ghana.
Thank you.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you. You too. Thank you. Regards to everyone. Okay. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.
Same here. Bye.
Bye. Mr. Kofi Owusu, sir, thank you for joining us on FireOne Facebook, and thank you for watching. Share with your friends and family, and please always come and join us. Like our page, follow us. We love you all.
You're the great I am. Yeah, you're the great I am. You're the great I am.
Playing you the greatest hits of all time.
Do you want gospel music all the time? FireOne Radio is where to get it.
The cattle on 1,000 hills belong to you. My head, shoulder, knees, and toes.
I never like to end my broadcast without letting you know that we here in FireOne, we love you all and we appreciate you for spending time with us. If you like what we're doing, please send comments and suggestions, what you would like to see on FireOne, and we will do our best to bring that to you. This is the station for the people. It is all because of you that we're doing this. So bring your suggestions in, your comment in. We'll be more than happy to do what the people want. Have a blessed week. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. If it's night where you are, have a blessed good night, and always love your neighbor as yourself. Thank you.
Belong to you. And everything that I made up belongs to you. My mind, body, and my soul belongs to you. It all 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 belongs to you.
is FireOne Radio. Thanks for listening.
Teach me how to know your will.